It was a cold, windy night in Los Angeles. The streets of downtown were alive with the usual city chaos, cars honking, people rushing home, and neon signs flickering in the distance. Among the moving crowds, a homeless man sat on the sidewalk, wrapped in an old tattered blanket. His name was Jack. Jack had been living on the streets for years. Life had not been kind to him, but he had learned to survive. He wasn't the type to beg. Instead, he observed people, trying to find those rare souls who still carried kindness in their hearts. That night, as he watched the expensive cars passing by, one vehicle stood out, a sleek, futuristic Tesla Cybertruck. Jack smirked. Another rich guy in a spaceship-looking car, he thought. But what he didn't expect was for the truck to slow down, and then stop right in front of him. The driver's door opened, and out stepped a man Jack immediately recognized. "Elon Musk?" Jack muttered under his breath, hardly believing his eyes. Elon walked up to Jack, studying him for a moment before speaking. "Hey, are you hungry?" Jack blinked in confusion. Of all the people who could have stopped to talk to him, why was the billionaire tech mogul standing there offering him food? Jack hesitated, but then nodded. "Yeah, I could eat." Without another word, Elon gestured for him to get in the truck. Jack, still unsure if he was dreaming, stood up, gripping his blanket tightly. He climbed into the Cybertruck, feeling the warmth of the heated seats immediately. They drove to a quiet diner on the outskirts of the city. As they sat down, Jack couldn't help but chuckle. "This has got to be the weirdest night of my life." Elon smiled. "Mine too." As they ate, Jack decided to break the awkward silence. "So what's the deal? Billionaires don't usually stop to chat with guys like me." Elon leaned back, considering his words. "I saw you sitting there and wondered, what's your story?" Jack sighed. "You really want to know?" Elon nodded, and so Jack told his story. The failed business, the betrayal of a close friend, the bad choices, and how he ended up losing everything. Elon listened intently, not interrupting once. When Jack finished, Elon stirred his coffee and said, "You know, failure isn't the end. I've failed more times than I can count." Jack raised an eyebrow. "Yeah, but you're Elon Musk." Elon chuckled. "And I was once just a kid who got bullied every day in school. I slept in my office when PayPal was struggling. Tesla almost went bankrupt multiple times. People laughed at me when I said I wanted to send rockets to Mars." Jack shook his head. "Yeah, but you had money, connections." Elon leaned forward. "Number I had ideas and persistence. That's what kept me going." Jack laughed, though there was a hint of sadness in his eyes. "Well, I don't have any genius ideas." Elon smirked. "Maybe you just haven't found the right one yet." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a checkbook. Jack's eyes widened as Elon scribbled something down, then slid the check across the table. Jack looked at it. His hands trembled. The number was $50,000. What is this?" Jack stammered. "A test," Elon said simply. "You can use this money however you want. Spend it, waste it, or use it to build something. But if you use it wisely, I'll invest in whatever you come up with." Jack stared at him. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious," Elon replied. "You have 1 month? Show me what you can do." Jack felt like he was in a movie. Was this really happening? Jack didn't sleep that night. He sat in a cheap motel Elon had booked for him, staring at the check. He thought about all the things he could do: buy a car, rent an apartment, get new clothes. But then he remembered Elon's words. Instead of spending it all, Jack made a plan. He used some of the money to get cleaned up, buy a decent outfit, and rent a small workspace. Then he did something he hadn't done in years. He started thinking. Jack had always been good at fixing things, especially old electronics. So he bought broken laptops and refurbished them. He sold them online for a profit. 1 month later, Jack stood in front of Elon Musk again, this time in a clean suit and with a laptop in his hands. Elon raised an eyebrow. Well, Jack handed him a folder. "I used the money to start a business. I repair and resell electronics. It's small, but it's growing." Elon flipped through the papers and smiled. "Not bad." Jack swallowed hard. "Does this mean—" Elon extended his hand. "I'll invest. Let's build something bigger." Jack shook his hand, barely holding back tears. A month ago, he was a homeless man on the street. Now he was about to start a new life. Months passed, and Jack's small repair business turned into something bigger. With Elon's mentorship, he expanded into a full electronics refurbishing company. He hired people who had also been struggling, homeless veterans, people who had hit rock bottom just like him. One day, Jack stood on a stage at a tech event, telling his story. As he spoke, he saw Elon Musk in the audience nodding approvingly. Jack had once thought his life was over. But sometimes, all it takes is one conversation, one act of kindness, to change everything. And as he looked at the people clapping, he realized this was just the beginning.
If you were touched by this incredible story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more heartwarming tales. Your support helps us share more inspiring moments.